thing. You guys still got music? Oh, this one. I have no idea if it's set up correctly. Right, I think I'm live. Double check this. Need multiplayer like lab viewer. That's what I've got open. So I've got that open and I've been going through it. It won't be that in depth because it's a lot of stuff in that collab viewer. But the idea is to get the movement stuff in there, and it should be enough for you to work with for like anyone who has it. I need to double check the climbing stuff that I've been playing around with today. And then we can jump over to do a little bit of we'll trickle in over the next hour or so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close that one, close that. Then the one thing I need to do is, because I've changed it around and redesigned it, is set up a system for changing the player height. Change the player height and move the logic from the game mode handling screen fade to the player. Although it could wait for now. If I do standalone, most of it's sorted now. you keep doing that? See the hands. I did have an issue. I don't know why I closed that. I had an issue with climbing a minute ago when I was doing multiplayer. I'm pretty sure it's because it's getting the wrong character controller. This happening on the second one, but if I go to this character, which is technically the server, I think. Click on the other player. Fine. Something to do. Player controller, I think, is the problem in here. But I'm not entirely sure. Controller makes me think it's getting the wrong one. We get this a few times in here. Component. Why? I don't even need the player for that. Time dilation, that would be get character. I'm sure it's the wrong one. Capsule component. Just do that. There we go. That's all the character controllers out of the way. No idea if that's going to make any difference. Let's try it. How's everybody doing? I think it's going to be a slow one today. I've got no idea what I'm even attempting. I don't know if that's going to break all the child classes if I delete that. Oh, okay. Shortens that down a little bit. These, I think, are wrong. So I've got a couple of character controllers, but I'm pretty sure they're getting the wrong one. I can't do that because it's controller object, player controller object. Let's see if we can just do that. Do that there, that should go through. So at least climbing, ideally. The character. Probably just put this controller at the beginning. Begin play cast to character controller, store a reference to it, and then feed that in. But if we do this, we can see if it works anyway, and then update it. If I do this one anyway, I could remove the cast that's inside the hands, because this one's technically doing casting twice. Hands. Can't be seen on the other headset. it doesn't work on the other one. I don't understand which bit should be player controller. I wonder if these all have to be fed through for replication. Interesting. So my microphone's just too far away. Is that the problem? Hopefully that's better. Turn the music as well for you guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. controller instigating. Okay, I can't see the hands on the other server. Right. Why is that? You know why it randomly doesn't load the second player? Hey, good morning. Hello, guys. Hello, Jonathan. Have you by any chance checked if the teleport works or not? Yeah, I've completely rebuilt it. I say rebuilt it. I've refactored the whole lot, so it should be up and running. Not in multiplayer. It won't have teleportation, I don't think. I think I'm only using the smooth locomotion. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's interesting. It moves me and then moves me back. Range. But if I go to single player anyway, and we do that instead, now we work. I mean, the portal should do. There we go. Portal's working. Yeah, that's what happened to me in 2 multiplayer. So the template that's currently out has no multiplayer content in it anyway. So it'd be something you'd have to look into yourself. It's like I'm looking into it now, but I'm not too sure how far I'm going to be able to get with it. I'm not too sure what's causing it. We can take a look, see what we can come up with. I really wanted that to be soft references, so then you can choose which one you want, but it makes more sense to just have it as a hard reference. You're gonna have to load the hands anyway and they'll be permanently loaded. So let me switch to here, that's fine. The only problem is now with the hard reference, size map's gonna be way bigger. Normally loaded in anyway, it's not gonna be a problem. Let's see what teleportation is doing in the collab viewer. So this is the collab viewer, which they have teleportation for. I think. Let's update hand. Oh, that's just the transform. We've already got that. If I go to motion controller, pretty sure they have their teleportation stuff in here. Teleportation arc. World location. So they just set the world location. And then where do they update it? Is locally controlled teleport rotation. If I could just do, let's have a look at this. My movement is going to be in. We're using smooth locomotion and teleport, so we'll just do this one. Here's teleportation. Is it as simple as doing this? worth checking. Just put some locally controlled checks in there, and then we'll see if that works. I think we'll be bouncing around to different areas today anyway, so... Still in single, aren't I? Like, really, all I want is the characters to be able to move around. I think if the characters can move and I can figure out how to get them to climb, then it should be alright. Worked on not climbable. Smooth locomotion. Actually, if it's rotation, it might be getting the wrong. That didn't make a difference. Let's remove those. Well, that's all fine. And teleportation trace. That's okay. Try teleport. Seeing VR origin. We're not getting character. Teleport self. Like, it teleports there and then it pops back. Why would it pop back? Server, precisely the teleportation needs to be done server side for it to work. This applies to a lot of things, such as changing the speed of the player experiencing. Yeah. See, I'm just not too sure how to do that specifically. I'm looking at the cloud viewer as like a reference, and they've got handle teleportation. Call when teleport button is released and relies on information provided by motion control teleport location. So fade out, stable teleport, press teleport, but none of this is done server side. Symbol will be client teleport on server if it's host multicast. Here's all finds. Yeah, like, I'm willing to try it, because it's the way that I've seen it done before, but I'm not too sure how in the template that they don't need to do that by the looks of it. Handle teleportation is done on the player. Motion controller. Is valid teleportation true? Delay. And then they set the location. Then teleport for server. Right. So they have got that. And then they teleport. Right, let's see if we can rejig this. Fast teleport is try teleport is going to be the one that does the logic. So what have they got? This isn't a function. That might be a problem. Could do to the location. Like, this isn't doing any of the transform stuff. This stuff needs to be sent through the replication. Could we do, let's just try this. We'll copy all of this. Pop that down here. Custom events. Report for server. That is set to server reliable. Destination location. Be okay, I think. Try that. This is what we call winging it. The server and certain multiple cases, since this will make the client kind of self-authenticated. But for uses such as this one, it should be fine. Yeah, we don't need anything too complex. I think, and if anybody's using this for their own multiplayer game, they should have a way better knowledge for what I'm doing anyway. Hey, there we go, teleportation on server. Nice, thank you. So, just delete that. It was a function. Let's try teleport. It looks like we don't need anything else, so it should be okay. It's a little bit of a mess, but ayo, that's what happens with multiplayer. I don't think I've ever seen a clean multiplayer project. I want to get it to the point where it's got a couple of things implemented, but it's not overly complicated. And I'm keeping everything that is network related kind of pink. So I got that. Smooth locomotion. Need to replicate this on the teleportation character itself because they're two different ones. So I just need to move. I'll keep that one there. I'll move my other to the other screen. I was like, that's the wrong one. See, if I didn't have multiple characters, this would be funny. I'd have only had to do it once. Try teleport, delete you. You can go at the end. That's what we had previously. Target itself, we know that. That's fine. So we need this one to go in there. That one to go in there. Delete, delete, delete. Move it over. So, and then this needs to go in between. Like, I could have probably kept that in a function, but I think if people can see what it is, it'll probably make it just a little bit easier to understand. Go. See. Should be fine. Let me add that to my notes. Cool. So teleportation's done. Teleports are done. We've got movement. Climbing. The only thing we can't do is climb on the characters. So I wonder if I've got to do something similar. Which, if that's the case, it's going to be a fucking nightmare, I think. Or do we just have to do what we've done there and replicate function, the movement function? Because this is the movement code, and then we've got this bit here, set active location. I wonder if I've got to just replicate that. The location does need to be run on server. Okay, cool. I cannot call this by themselves. Okay. See, if you can't tell, I know nothing about multiplayer. I've got like a bare minimum. That's about it. But it would explain why it was popping back down. Let's try this character. See, we just get this weird... Oh. See, that works. What's the difference? Oh, it smells like somebody's burning something outside. All I ever say is interesting. Teleportation. Run on server reliable public. Server reliable public. Okay. I wonder if there's just way more information that I need to put through. this. Like, this is something that just scares me out of multiplayer too. Capsule component war location being tab 2. Like, run on server and then multicast, maybe? I would advise doing it this way. Climb on server, run on the server from event, call right into the event client, clients, multicast, and then set the active location. I think that's what I might have, or you might be meaning to do it a bit further down. We'll test it. It's kind of doing it, but it's not doing it well. Right into the event client to clients. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's going for. I'll provide an example in the Discord server. Okay, cool. We've got a multiplayer channel in there, so if you wanted to pop it in there, and then anybody that's watching this can actually go back through and have a look. Yeah, that's what we've got. The problem is that the climbing logic takes so much stuff. Like, I'm not too sure what I need to update, but this is the main bit that moves the player. Like, update capsule position, I could replicate all this logic on the server, I think, if I run it through here. Just do... server? Update capsule position. Oh my god, I think somebody's burning some rubber outside. It absolutely stinks. Can't close my window either because it just gets too hot. Yeah. If this runs on the server, then it will run for the players. Should do both of them, and then all the logic is under this like part getting started. Oh, something's happening. Can't remember which way it goes. Through. Right. Run on server first. And try that. So it'll be. Can't move now. Why would that stop the player from moving? That might help. This setup should work. I'm on server. Right. Okay. Ooh, and then it stops when I let go, so we need to replicate back to the server. Oh, there we go. Right. It's kind of working. I'm struggling. I think I'm stuck in the player. I think that kind of worked. Just realized I'm doing this again at the end of the movement, so I might have to just move that. Rushed out to the headset menu. Come on, close the window. this does it. What math? Oh god, I'm gonna make myself sick. There we go. Why are you jittering all out? And let's either let go of brakes. That, like so, update line on server, complete that. This was really jittery, so we put that at the beginning here. I wonder if I'm just going to do the same for the release. Let's try it. And have at the top. Run server. Like, I wonder if I have to feed these through. That might be something I've got to do. We'll see though. Multicast first. Run on server. Multi-run on server. Reliable. And then we do... It feels weird that I'm just passing through a replicate. An enum, sorry. Oh, release run on server's not there. Right, okay. It's making us move. Whoa. let go and then I'll go back over there. Close. Did I climb up it? I've just got to do this one as well. The hand grabs and release are local. The server does not need this information. It would only require the active position the client calculated, which is then set to. Yeah, well, we tried that at the end. This is what updates the capsule of the player. This logic here. But once it's passed through to the server, it's just jittering all around, like really badly. So I then tried it at the beginning, and it's a little bit better. It's not crazy good. And then we've got this one for the release. But then that breaks the input mapping contexts, which get added to it from the player controller. So I think this needs to be done like back on local. I think I know the issue. Okay. I don't. I'm so bad at it. I hate it. It's nice learning something new though. So I think after this, I also need to get the hands to spawn on the server, but I'm not sure. It seems to be a server-side authentication issue, which causes the stuttering. Okay. So if I got to run local only somewhere, is locally controlled. I don't know if that's right. I don't stutter when I'm moving around. It's only when I'm climbing. That's what's causing the stutter. The server is setting the actor's location, but the client is still a little behind. So as soon as there is a single delay, it will stutter. Right. I got a feeling this is not going to be right. I just put nodes in and see what happens. God damn it, this headset. As soon as I leave multiplayer, it just kind of craps out and then goes back to the main menu. Set actor is not doing that. Okay. I removed the logic for setting the player to climbing, or is flying when they do this. It's all done on the gravity, so I wonder if I could do, if setting it to flying would work better. I don't know why every time it just randomly crashes out to the main menu and then I can't do it. So I gotta like stop this. Custom player movement component player character. Ah. Stop. Start. Isn't comment? Yeah, right. Right, running. Right. Like if we could do it so it doesn't have to run on the server. I don't know if that would be its thing. You. Stuck in flying, I think. Find a solution to use unreal character movements to move the player, then it won't stutter. So set actor location, that's the problem. We've got the character movements. That movement will set. Gravity direction. But it doesn't stutter, so it's definitely the set actor location that's the problem. There's a kid whistling outside the window. Velocity. Velocity's gonna be wrong. We need like planar constraints. Weapon movement, update position. How can I do? Wait there. What if I do? Add movement input. I've got a feeling this isn't going to work. No. I can't just use movement input as the active location. And then I set it to... So when I grab the movement mode, is replicated. The character movement is replicated, I'm pretty sure. At least it's got the bottom one. It's not doing component replicates. Replicate movement is on for the actor itself and then replicates. Oh my god, kid, stop it. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's driving me mad. Oh, this needs to be off. I just turned it on. Since we're messing with the character replication. So which one needs to be off? Replicate movement. Disabled set active location should work as expected. Am I still due to delay of course? Well, I would advise just alert the location. Pretty much what we're doing. Oh, hey! Dude! Thank you. I need to fix the logic when we hit the floor. That's not working. Dude, thank you so much. Do I need to replicate any of this then? What happens if I just plug that straight into there? Like... Where's the other character? You'll need to replicate the active location. But we've done input does not. So that's the end one. Right. Hello. So we don't need this, or that, or that. That's back to normal. And we're not even replicating this. So is it just it's just using the movement component now then? Or one of them? Just waiting to debug network space. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. Like, this is more get the basics in there for people to use, and then someone with a better networking knowledge should be able to use it to build what they need. Cool. Which one of this character? Need to fix the stuttering if I let go. Yep. Thank you so much. But the question is, why did that work? Like, I don't get what we did other than say, don't replicate movement. Like, we turned off replicate movement and then now it's all working properly. We've got climbing, we've got movement, we've got teleportation. I think that's it for the character stuff. We don't have hand animations on the network. That's the only thing. And from what I understand, I need to spawn the hands on the network and then it will be replicated. But I'm not too sure how to replicate animations. Nobody really tells you. Replicate movement is server authenticated. The server will set clients back if they appear to be out of sync. Right, okay. So I think for ours we don't need to worry about that. Anybody else can turn it on by default. Let's go. There we go. This on by default to keep client in the right place and counter lags / spikes. But since we are messing with the movement due to the active location replication movement, will not know what is happening. It thinks the client is out of sync, not in that place. That is the easier way I can explain it. Right, okay. Would we disable replicate movement when climbing? So replicate movement when we're doing traditional stuff, and as soon as we stop climbing, then we unset it. Could we try that? So if we enable it, and then take these little guys all the way down here. Disable replicate movement. And then when I release climbing hand, both of them are released. Then we do it. Turn replication back on when we're not climbing. So then it syncs back up. Did I turn it back on? Replicate movement. Cool. So replicate movement, as soon as we grab, we turn it off. We need to turn it off before we start the calculation on the player. So here. Should it do? Anything pink is replicated, so we'll relate to networking. Let's try that. Very good idea, the base movement should be replicated, and once the bounce movement is done, you can toggle it. Yeah, both. Oh, it'll be so cool if it works. Then we can keep both. Back in the main menu. Oh, no. Right. Let's see. Because this is the most complicated movement that I've got in it. I think everything else is just standard. Ooh. It put me at the bottom, so what I might have to do is move this to somewhere else. Once we detect the flaw, then we do it. And I could do next tick, delay until next tick. So we hit the flaw and then we wait and then we enable it. And might give it enough time to update. Dude, the real turbo, man. It's so good just being able to bounce back off people. I think that's what helps. Although, chat's pretty much just me and you. Oh my god, it's gone back to the main menu. What am I doing? Services, there we go. Stop. It takes so long to stop the service. It's the only way I can get it back on without restarting the computer though. Might have to pop for another drink in a minute. There we go, and then press play again. I'm still in the main menu. Come on. See, the thing with this is it's all running locally, And I don't know whether it'll work if I package an APK up and I send it to someone to test whether we can join the server and like actually wave at each other. But I also can't be bothered to juggle 2 headsets. I could do with increasing the grab distance for this. So we get to the top, I let go, touch the floor, we're good. Ooh, that's interesting. The player's at the top, but the character control is at the bottom. The character capsule. How does it do that? Because we disable it on the server, it hasn't updated on the other player. Oh, what's happened? I'm stuck. Lost movement. I think I accidentally paused it, and now it's like paused the whole server. I have to remove the pause. Enables our application, try to do a set active location on server, so the server knows where the player is before it relies on the replicate movement again. Also multicast enables. I know you, man. So this is where we update it. We've got the impact. So could we just do it on here? So we do the multicast from here, detect floor, because that's what we're using. While it's in the air and while it's floating around and climbing, it's not replicating the movement until we touch the floor. Detect floor, and then that's what happens. Climbing impact point. We set it. Pretty sure that fires then. Player to floor location on release. Yes, that should just be fine. Let's do. So, do we just do the multicast on this, or do I replicate to server first and then multicast? We'll replicate it like we were doing before, but then we didn't have to. Server and then from there multicast like before. Right, okay, cool. Right, run server. We'll pass through the impact point because why not? So update, run on server. Should copy that because it's going to be quicker. And then we do a custom event. And then multi. That one in there. You on there. We do replicate on server. Need a vector. Okay, capsule 4. Server and then perhaps it would be easier to have the full set of the location and map being called multiple times without creating duplicates. But it's different ones. I only use it twice really. Should be okay. We'll test it and see what happens. So the idea is to just get it all in place at the minute and then I can optimize it afterwards. No doubt we're on 5.5. So as soon as it goes to 5.6, something's going to break. What's the bet in this is in the main menu again? Yep. Why is it doing this? I don't know what's causing it to crash out to the main menu. It takes so much time though. It's strange that it's like so close, but then so far at the same time. There we go. You see the first body. A little bit weird. But is the capsule still down there? It is. But his body's still there. Is it firing? What the thing? Is this actually updating? The active location outside the capsule. Oh no, that's the actor. That's why it's not replicating through. Yeah, I'm worried that this one's not being set now. The capsule follow the actor. It should do. It moves the whole player, which is why it's strange that it's not doing it. I wonder if I could just replicate the capsule. Opponent replicates. Right now we need to use this. Let's see what's going on. What's in the main menu? Oh, it's like, ah. It just crashed back out to the main menu. The issue component replicates the server is no longer affecting the player movements and core timing, but still the capsule due to replicate components. So do I need to turn replicate component off for the capsule? It was off by default. I think that's what we were doing, wasn't it? Yeah, we turn replication movement off. But do we do that for the actor itself or just the capsule component? Is that the problem? Like, do we need to do it on the capsule or the actor? Okay. Come on. Stop. Back. Stable replicate component on the capsule. Okay. We had that by default though. Replicate movement on the capsule was off. Controller. Capsule component. Component replicates off. I'm not that good at explaining it. No worries, dude. You're doing better than me. Stable replicate movement on the capsule. It was off before, yes. It was off, and then we were trying to do this, and then run it through. No worries. Because on their own screen, it's correct. Which I think means it's the server. Yeah, it's still there. plug that in anyway. We need to move. I don't think this is the. Oh. Let's try this. We'll see if it actually shows up. An example in the Discord. Alright, give us a second, I'll take a look. So set replicate movement off fixes the stuttering. Set end on server, climb end multicast. Set wall location rotation. So we do this. We do the stop replication. Set replicate movement false. Itself. That's the actor replication. But if we do that, we'd lose the. You've got climb ended on server. So what are we feeding into the climb ended on server? This stuff? which one we use for this, the location. While the character's climbing too, otherwise. Okay, we'll try that. When it's climbing ended, we got that one. This isn't doing anything, I don't think. Get world location or something. Get active location, pass that through. Multicast. Reliable, and then set world location. Through on release, and then we just fire that. Okay, it updated it. It's a little bit stuttery. Oh, things crashed. So on stop, then it fires this, and then we update the capture location. And you said we could do that on the start, or while we're doing it. So if I do this and then do I just have to repeat that here for this? Movement flaps, I don't think we're actually using always replicate movements. No, set replicate movement true. Do that, and then we do the same thing with the one. So we have to pass through the character to make sure it updates on the Rotate that server. That's the one that fires first. Position. So we do you. And then we do what we did here where we pass through character self. You. Oh, I already got that one. Server, character self. So up to time position, like so. Go. Right now, replicate movement doesn't get turned back on. So we drop that. Okay, let's try that. Okay. So we can see the character on the left. Oh. I need to fix the rotation so it gets the current rotation. But I think, dude, I think you did it. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. Thank you so much. And then when we let go, it goes back to replicated, and then it follows it around. Oh my god. I'm gonna... Right, what I need to do is get the current rotation. So it doesn't set the rotation back to 0. Which would be... What's the best way to get the rotation? Because I don't think it comes from the... It comes from the camera. That world rotation in there. Let you and then don't think we want Y. We only want IPO. I can't remember which one we need. Oh, that's the wrong. That is definitely the wrong one. But do I need the set world location and rotation? Wait there. I'm just gonna do set location. Crashed out to the menu. location. So that is set actor location, set world location capsule. You've been making some good progress with this. Thank you so much. Like, I wouldn't be anywhere near this close to getting this sorted. So the only thing that I need to replicate is the transforms. Is that correct? If this fixes the rotation stuff, then it's done. Climbing's replicated. Like, it might not be perfect, but it's in there. I need to remove that transform at the end, because that's making it stutter now. Works. Fell off and nothing happened. Delete that little bit. I'm going to open up a different project where I had that snippet of code because I was an idiot and I deleted it. I think it was like set actor and then plus get actor location plus 100 or something. I said a few more things in Discord. Cool. If the set actor setup was already working, I would only add a get capsule component to get world location rotation and set the world location rotation at this actor location. You just noticed the way to set the actor alert is done. It's done before it starts on the server, not after, which results in a slight stuttering. I create a value of the character which is server actor location. The server will then set this value with the location was given. I will alert to this location. This is just ignoring like stuff controls, get capture components, get more rotation, since the client will already have rotated to the correct rotation by themselves, the server will reset the value again. Cool. Locations. Since the capsule is no longer following correctly when the location is off, it might mess the rotation up there. So devs do set location and rotation instead of just location. Okay. Scale is not needed. Only thing which I need to be replicated is location and rotation. Scale is not needed. While the player changes side or climbing methods. Right, okay. So we need to put the rotation back in. I removed that. The rotation could come out of sync. Is that right? You would need the rotation in there because it would come out of sync if the player rotates around too much. By the time it gets back on there, it wouldn't have it. I'm dying for the loo, so I'll be right back. I do need to get my hands on this template in the future. Oh, dude. I think just experimenting with VR in general is like awesome. You can do so much with it. But you don't have to buy the template, like just in general, just getting back into VR would be so cool. Keep trying to get like people to do it. Get people back into VR, because a lot of them kind of like put it down for a bit, find. We really, so it's just so much fun. Like I want to get the climbing mainly working. The climbing and the hands, that is my goal. Like if I can get the climbing working, and then the hands for the playing the hand animation on the skeleton mesh, then you can do so much with it. anything after that is just down to replicating grabbed actors, so held actors and interactables. That's all that's left to do. So getting this set up will be if we're doing the set replicate movement, do we need to disable the movement still? I don't want to touch that, that's not cool. Right, I opened my other project. This is not the logic I need. I wasn't using any of this previously. Okay. It was never going true. Close you now. Sorry, I didn't realize the speakers had gone all funky. Right. There we go. Right, it's a little bit quieter now. So hopefully that's not too bad and it's not clipping in and out. And I'll move the mic closer as well. That should be a little bit better. You said set the world location and the rotation. So set world location and rotation. And we want that capsule component. Right, you in there and in there. And then we enable set replicate movement back to true. So what we'll need to do is figure out why the stuttering. Marco Legendary Platinum Underground Game Cat. Hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Right, the audio messed up because it connected to the wrong things. Unplug you. Hopefully the audio is better now. We need to fix the rotation. We need to double check the stuttering as well, because that came back, which will be resulting of something in here, specifically this section. Multiplayer application. Oh man, I'm in the process of learning this, and it's throwing me for a loop. Honestly, I'm struggling so bad, but the real Turbo Alt, who's in chat, has been helping me through it. And we managed to get so much done. Like, it's been so helpful. Like, I can't even describe. Set world location. We've got that. Should we just try it again and see what happens? Because I've kind of lost track of what we were doing. I think it's the rotation. I think the rotation is going to be the problem, facing us in the wrong direction. PC's disconnected again. Man, multiplayer development sucks with a Quest. Much better, cool. Right, loading up. Traditional movement is great. That's working fine. But we climb and we begin to stutter. But I can't tell whether the stuttering is from the climbing logic. As soon as I fall off a ledge, I kind of lose all movement, so I need to figure that out as well. Ooh, it's way out of sync. And then it's fine on the other one. It's on the client. And then I lose inputs. Should I try and stop the this one? That's back to normal. Replicate movement is on. Is physics enabled for the character when it does the climbing logic? The stuttering might be caused by its effect. I don't think I'm using physics. Simulate physics is off for the character. And then, right, it's on for the character movement. We could try that. But it's still out of sync. It's not like snapping back up. Yeah, I have to read through the Discord and learn something. I have sent another example in the Discord. Alright, cool. Still stuttering. Capsule's over here. What did we change? What did we do? What's different? Do I need to pass through the capsule? Oh, the character, we've got that. Oh, I've got 2. Capsule component. That's on release. Capsule component. Did this not just work? I don't know what's broke now. Set another example in the Discord. Oh, 2 seconds, guys. Getting a call. Wife's on the way home with a very angry toddler. Do this. Okay. Back to location. Rotation. Just get. Like, I can't for the life of me figure out how you know how to do all this. Like, in my head, I'm just like, what on earth? Like, I know I'm also adding it at the end, technically, like halfway through a project, and multiplayer should be added at the beginning. But it's... I can't imagine doing this without having it all in place already. Why are we stuttering? Oh, that was great. Okay. The other player doesn't stutter. And then I stop movement. Why? I've got to figure out why I just randomly stop moving. Well, that's not good. As soon as I collide with the wall. That's when it does it. Right, so rotation's sorted, but seems to be doing a collision issue. Years of trial and error, I assume. Isn't that just the way of everything, isn't it? Do we need to do something to get it to stop stuttering on the server? I have created multiple multiplayer projects over the past 5+ years of my Unreal Engine journey. Damn. I'll probably end up pinging you in the Discord being like, what's going on? Help. Which is why I've gained a few things. Cool. I'll figure out the wall issue stuff later. Just want it to smooth the server out. If I move this, I think that might help. I have to turn it off afterwards. Timing movement method we update here. The stuttering can be fixed with the lerp suggestion I had mentioned in the Discord earlier. Okay, right. Okay. So I have to feed through the lerp stuff that I've already got through there as well. I thought I already had that. I'm going to do this before I update. Back there. It will not respond every frame in sync. There'll always be delays. Like, I don't care if it's out of sync on the other characters, that's fine. But it's just this section which is causing it. You need to lerp the value given by the server. So from this one, I would then do lerp vector. Capsule component. This one? Something like that. But then I don't have a lerp time alpha. Movement speed. I could feed that through. We do a float in here. Float. Let me see. Cool. No, the lerp node needs to be handled by the client. So is that before update on server or after? So like in between here. That's the bit I can't wrap my head around. For an example, give me a moment. Thank you. This is one of those things where it's like, it's so far out of my depth that I can't fully wrap my brain around what's actually happening, even though we've built it. Like, we've got the information that goes through for the capsule position when climbing, that updates on the server. And then we replicated that to every player? Is that right? The multi-character? I'm just talking spitballing to myself here. So, and then that's replicated to everyone. I just don't get why I can't just do it straight through to the multi-client and then multicast and then go from there. Multicast replicates it to everyone, yes. Right. I think what I need to do is sit down and draw out how it flows. So the game mode starts, it spawns the character controller, which then spawns the player character, which then spawns the hands, but the character then replicates itself. Yeah. Multicast replicates to everyone. Run on server will be replicated on the server, but the other clients won't know this, right? So the server needs to replicate it back again. It's a little tricky. Okay. I think I've got the gist. I know there's a Tom Lumen, I think, did a full blog post explaining it or something. Or like a full book on how to actually set it all up. I think that's what I need to check out next. Is that the way? I could try disabling sweep. I think we needed it. We're updating the position via alert already. Let's pass through. So that section's fine when we release. Just this bit, and you're saying that we've got to update it based on the client. Just notice the way the set act alert is done. It's done before it starts on the server, not after, which results in a slight stuttering. The value on the character you server actor location. gives an idea of how to work. So what would go into the server actor location? Is that just get reference to self? Because that's this section here. And then you're saying set actor location, server actor location. Server actor location. Set from here. No, it's there. Look at the picture, Jonathan. From there, and then you've got a timer. So timer by event, which is lerping through. To the player. That server actor location. Pass to the player. You've done the level blueprint, so mine's in here, that's fine. So we do get actor location. To be fair, we could do that, pass it in, so it's the main one. Dead Sector, what's for today? Multiplayer. Or at least we're trying to. But I haven't got long left of the stream, so I'm trying to get it done as fast as I can. I'm not too sure where the set timer by event would go for the lerping. And then where we use it. Call that lerp capsule. .5 looping, max once per frame. Back there. Server actor. Would that be? That do it? Server actor location to this, the player, and then we get that. I know it's not exactly what you said, but I'm going to try it. Be stopped and then going to be reset. Okay, so if I do this here, that should feed that through. This character. I think I've got a feeling the headset's just crapped itself again. Yeah. Link. God, this sucks. Every time you just try and test it, it just stops working. stopped. We can start that. Be fine. Should be able to log into that. Stopped. Can hear an angry toddler. Why can't I close this window? And close too many. Running. I'm stuck in the Oculus. Right, guys, I think this is going to be the last test, and then I'm going to have to call it. Oh no, it's coming. Yep. We've done that. I'm back on... I'm back on here. Character. We've learnt that in. I don't know if that's right. But let's try it. It's still slightly stuttering. So if we do that, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I'm going to remove that, but I'm going to have to call it there, I think. So I can hear a very angry toddler. You okay? I'm just getting help from someone on stream to sort multiplayer out. I'm helpful.
Dorothy, still helping you.
Still helping us, but I'll be right with you in a minute. About 15 minutes, if that's right? Yeah. Cool. Right, 15 minutes, and then see what I can do here. Check Discord. The alert can be called once the climb starts. We've got that. Do the screenshot. Character, get world, location. The problem is I don't understand where the timer stuff goes. Server actor location, that's where it is. So we're updating it on the server there. Do I need to replicate that variable? Replication replicated. Call it replicated. And then you've got this one. Which just runs through, but I'm not too sure where this comes into play. The real turbo, no. Uh-oh. Variables are needed for the client. Okay, so I don't need to replicate that. Location there. This. You got a timeline. We've got timers. Time lapse by handle, that should work. That's what I'm using to lerp this. But update the movement speed. Put that in there. In there. Oh, close. I'm going to remove this because I don't understand it and I'm very clearly doing it wrong. Dude, that's like 0.1. We definitely need that. Another example. Okay. Is it because I'm lerping the value? Is that the problem? Because I lerp it here. If I remove that lerp. No, it's still the same. Right. This other service has a value. Client ended multicast. climb ended? Climb ended is over here. Climb ended. Server actor location. So we go through that. While the climbing logic is going, so that's the wrong one. Okay. So there we go. So it's set while the climbing logic is going. That's fine. I don't fully understand where I'm using the server actor location. Like, do I do it in here? So I do like a lerp there. Because this is the one that's updating the position. Lerp. Set actor location. And then we have the alpha go through there. LGS, morning / afternoon. Good afternoon. At least for me. You need to cast to the player. Or it needs to be set in the character. You need to cast to the player. We are the player. So we shouldn't have to cast to them. Set the values from there and not the set server actor on the server. You see how server actor location casts to character from the event output? No. Like the stuttering is incredibly small. So is that a case of I need to increase that timer? So do what you said and have a set time in here. So set timer by event. Why did you do the timeline? You've got a timeline. Is it just looping? How goes the multiplayer struggle? It's a struggle, to say the least. But we made some good progress, I think. I'm happy with what we got done today. Crazy how smooth it is on the server. Or on the client. Compared to the server. thing. What value do you have for the timeline? Is it just going to be a value of 1? Load track. We've got play from start. A little bit more complicated to explain with screenshots. Yeah. It's such a shame that it works on one of them, but just not the other. I just wish I had more time to sit and figure it all out. If I change that to like 0.1. I'll see if I can get the template once I have the available money and implement this myself. Wicked. To be fair, if you're willing to help, I can send you a copy of it. That would be awesome. Update. That'd be fantastic. Cool. Be more than glad to help. That'd be awesome. I feel like where the template's at now, it's like adding the multiplayer to it is pretty much the last little thing. I'm not doing this right at all. I know that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove that. I'll keep it as it is, which has the little bit of stuttering. That bit, this is all networking. That's fine. So we'll go through. Set timer 0.1. Enough sweep. I'll be more than happy to help. Cool. What I'll do is I'll drop you a Discord message. I'll add you on it now. I added you as a friend on Discord. And then I can drop you a link to a download. Why did we change? As soon as you think it's starting to work properly, then you try it and you're like, it's so stuttery. Okay, what I'll do is I'll zip this up. Cool. I won't be around much tomorrow. I've got client work that I've got to do in the morning till about 9 till 2. But what I'll try and do is I'll try and get back onto a stream. We'll try and do a little bit more. If not multiplayer stuff tomorrow, it'll be a case of fixing out some of the height stuff and then getting these packaged up for the marketplace as it is. So the update can go out and then everybody can play around with it, which will be super cool. But thank you so much for all the help to Real Turbo. Like, we wouldn't have got anywhere close to this without it. Cool. Alright, well, save all. Pretty sure I zipped that one up properly. Zip connect. Don't mention it. I need to mention it. You got like 50% of the way there. I would have had no idea how to get the character stuff to work. I spent the last month or so like completely converting this so it works with the multiplayer stuff. So all the character logic is now in the character base class, and then it's got the other characters based on that, which are child actors. And then the VR character controller is what handles the spawning of the player, which I think I've done that one right. And then I have a game mode, multiplayer game state, which is basically empty, that I've been looking at. But trying to understand how the what's it called? The multiplayer template by Epic, the collab viewer works, and then implementing it into this is just, it's so difficult. Cool. Right. How big is this file? 530 MB for the whole template. Nice. Does Discord let you just drag and drop files in? Max file size is 500 megabytes. Too big. Right, I'll upload this now and then I'll send you a link to it so you can download and check it out. And then, to be fair, it's like if you want to message me once you've done any of it, or like you've got some work in and you can like show me, then we can take a look at getting it into the main build. But as there's no rush. Okay. Quarter of the way there. Which engine version is this? This is 5.5. The idea is to do it in 5.5 and then hopefully get it sorted for the rest. Currently only have 5.5 installed. That's fine. So it uses 5.5, and then it's got OpenXR plugins enabled by default. So that's all you should need. Shouldn't be anything else. There's no meta plugins or anything. And then it's just good to go. The only thing I find for multiplayer in VR is you need to launch it with the desktop one. That's almost uploaded. Oh, that's uploaded. Let me open this one up. So yeah, just to get the VR to work, it doesn't work in VR preview for the number of players set to 2 and then players listen server. You have to play it in standalone game for the VR multiplayer side of things to kick in, specifically OpenXR. So just keep that in mind, because it's quite different to just normal multiplayer. But this be cool. And I've only got 2 characters in there. There is a new main menu that I've been working on. So there's a new main menu map, which is in here, and then I'm going to try and host games from this. But right now I'm just demoing the whole thing, or testing the whole thing in the demo room, because these guys are a little bit easier to use in there. But cool. Alright, I'm going to send you this link now. Share link. Yes. There we go. So I've sent you that. What we can do is, if you can get it to work or anything, then you can send me your email, and I can email Epic about just getting your key through there, through the Epic Games Marketplace. Because it's pretty big, like, help you're giving us for this, so it'll be cool. Thank you very much. Also, immediately. Oh, nice. You don't have to do it immediately. Like, oh man, I'm so excited. I've been playing a lot of Peak lately, and I think that's why the VR multiplayer for the climbing is like kind of important to me for getting that bit done. Anything else, like, screw that. But just being able to download it on a couple of headsets and race someone to the top of a mountain, I think it'd be so much fun. But there's a lot I need to learn first. Plus, getting it to a point like this, where we've got a little bit of multiplayer in it, is super cool for doing like game jams or something. Like, I can do so much more content with this template now, in its current state, than I could previously. So we could do like a week-long game jam where you try and build a game in a week, and then go from there. Climbing is awesome. Yeah, it feels quite nice when you're doing it in the single player, but it's just that multiplayer for the capsule component which causes an absolute nightmare for it. And trying to stick it 100% blueprints makes it so much more difficult as well. Like, there's been a lot of workarounds, but the new changes that I've made to this, by splitting all the characters into different versions and then switching out, is really, really cool. There's other stuff I've got to do, a couple of things I've got to sort out, but climbing and multiplayer is like the main one. I haven't even attempted to replicate like gun actors or anything like that, or grabbing. But I think once I've got one of them down, it'll be super simple, because it's a master anyway. So I go to browse and I go to master, weapon master manual. As soon as I could get this to replicate, it'll go through every single gun in the project. And then I just need to figure out how to replicate these individual components, like make the crank wheel rotate around and the drawers open. So like super simple stuff, I think, in general. Guns should be very simple. Someone's always like, it should be simple. And then I'm like, I've been struggling for like 2 years. It's taken me 3 years to get it this far. I need to read up on multiplayer networking stuff. But yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to go. I've got a cranky toddler, so I'm going to go cook her dinner before she goes to bed. And thank you so much for all the help. Seriously, like, the real Turbo. I can't explain it enough. We got so much further than I expected. And I couldn't have done it without your help. So it'll be really cool. And I'll stop rambling. I will see you all next time. Bye.